Welcome to Gayatri Yoga, my friends. Today is day 2 of Road to Self-Love Yoga Challenge, and today's Vinyasa Yoga class is focused on entering your wheel pose. And if you join my Patreon or Playbook channels, you will get access to longer an hour and about 25-minute class where you will get the chance to prepare more for the wheel, practicing more backbends and practicing a couple of more variations of the wheel. I really love the longer class, and I really believe that all of you will benefit from it. And today's video is brought to you by Manhart. They manufacture high-quality, stylish, reusable liquid bottles, and I can't wait to see one of you win this bottle and post a pic on Instagram with it. I really believe that you will love this bottle. It's a super lightweight travel mug that can keep your drink or juice cold for up to 24 hours and your tea or coffee hot for up to 8 hours. It comes in a beautiful gun slate color, very stylish, thin, and super lightweight. And even if you don't win the bottle today, you can use the link below with a coupon code to get a discount on any bottle in their line. So let's start the practice. You would need your mat, and I encourage you to use your block and belts in case you need to modify. Don't worry about having to modify. This is your practice, this is your journey, and nobody will ever judge you wherever you are in your practice.
So let's begin our practice from a child's pose. Slowly lower down to your knees, sending your hips back, lowering your forehead to the mat, and sending your arms towards the feet. Taking a moment to observe how your body is feeling today, your mind. If there are any worries, stress, unnecessary thoughts, let them go as you exhale. Beginning to focus on your breathing. Focusing on the space between your inhales and exhales, the little pauses. The intention of today's practice will be not to force anything that wouldn't be beneficial for your body. If some poses are not available for you today, just acknowledge their limitations and let it be. Allowing your body to be as it is, the way it is, with the flexibility, with the strength that is accessible to you today. Opening your heart for the practice without judgment or any expectations. Opening your heart for any emotions and sensations arising from this practice. When you're ready, holding onto the feet, lift your chest off the thighs and bring the crown of the head to the floor, close to your knees, lifting the hips, and start sending your shoulders, your upper back and middle back to the front of the mat. Holding onto the feet and observing a nice stretch in your upper back. If you feel comfortable, you can gently rock from side to side. Inhale and exhale, gently lower the hips down and extend your arms forward. When you're ready, slowly rise up to your tabletop position. Palms right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Palms and shoulder width apart. Spread the fingers. Pull the navel in. And inhale, start sending your tailbone up, slowly lifting through the heart, sending your shoulders back, and then draw your shoulder blades down towards the tailbone and lift your chest up, slightly tucking the chin and gaze up towards the sky. Pulling the navel in, and now exhaling, start rounding your back, tucking the tailbone under and pressing the floor away from you. Imagining you're trying to bring the pelvis towards your lower ribs. Gaze towards your belly button. Inhale, slowly start finding the arch, sending your tailbone up, lifting through the heart. And exhaling, rounding. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, return to neutral. Now, bring your knees slightly in, a couple of inches in. Curl the toes. And now press the palms into the mat. Slightly tuck your tailbone and press the floor away from you. Find the protraction in your shoulders, shoulder blades. So feel in the gap between your shoulder blades. Tuck the chin. Pull the navel in. Tuck your tailbone. And now from here, keep pressing the floor away from you. Stay rounding in your upper back. Start finding the arch in your lower back. Inhale and exhale, round. So keep reaching your chin towards the chest. Keep pressing the floor away from you. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. So we are isolating our middle and upper back and trying to move just our lower back. Arch. And exhale, round. Keep pressing the floor away from you. Keep reaching your upper back towards the sky. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, arch. Try not to lose the roundness in your upper back. And exhale. Activate the core. Round. Now from here, stay here with your tailbone tucked, pulling the navel in. And now try to protract your shoulders. So squeeze the shoulder blades, gaze to the front, and then exhale, round your upper back, find the space between the shoulder blades. Tuck the chin. Inhale, arch. Try not to move your lower back. Keep your tailbone tucked. And exhale, rounding. Inhale, protract. Exhale, retract, press the floor away from you. Inhale, protract, squeeze the glutes, tuck the tailbone, activate the core. And then exhale, retract. Last one. Protract. Exhale, retract. Inhale, return to neutral. Push the hips back, relax your arms. Shake your arms. Relax your elbows, shoulders, wrists. Lower down for a moment and observe the sensations in your back body. Finding the fluidity in your spine is very beneficial. We bring the blood, the fluids towards the spine. Breathe. Observe your mind slowing down. Observe the heat building up. Inhale, rise up, and now slowly transition to a cross-legged position, lowering down to your sit bones, crossing your legs. A little bit more of warm up for back. Bring the palms on top of the knees. Spread the weight evenly between your left and right sit bones. Inhale, lift through the heart. Draw your shoulders back and then draw your shoulder blades down towards the tailbone and reach your middle of the chest, your solar plexus area, to the front of the room. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale, slowly start rounding, sending your low back all the way to the back of the room, tucking the chin. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift, reach the chest to the front and send your shoulders back. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Inhale, return to neutral. From here, you can start making circles with your torso. Warming up our hips. Finding space in our low back. And then changing the direction. Returning to neutral and then slowly walking your palms to the front and maybe lowering the elbows and maybe lowering your forehead down to the floor or to the block. If you need to, you can have your arms extended with your base of the wrist lifted. Observing the sensations in your hips. Inhale, slowly lift the torso up, and now change the cross of your legs. Inhale, lift through the heart. Send your palms towards the low back, interlace the fingers. Squeeze your base of the wrist together if you can. Reach your upper arms towards one another. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift through the heart. Inhale. And exhale, turn the chest to the right and send your arms as far back as you can. Observe the sensations in your shoulder, right arm. Maybe even the side of your neck. Gaze up. Inhale and exhale, return to center. Inhale and exhale, turn to the left. Try not to bring your right shoulder to the knee. Stay lifted through the heart and rotate the chest to the left. Lift your arms up and then send them all the way to the right side of the room. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Elongating the spine. Squeezing your shoulder blades. You can make a little micro moves with your head to stretch, find a nice stretch for your neck. As I move my head, I feel a very nice sensation, like a line of energy running down from my shoulder all the way to my wrist. Inhale, returning to neutral. Lift through the heart. Exhale, start folding down as low as you can with your chest towards your legs. And then reaching your arms up and then to the front, squeezing your palms, maybe bringing your forehead to the floor or on top of the block. Keeping your shoulders away from your ears and squeeze your shoulder blades. Imagining you're trying to touch the floor with your palms. And if you're all the way down, maybe you can try reaching your arms all the way to the floor on the right side. So you're imagining you're trying to touch the floor to the right. You may not be able to move too far, that's fine, as long as you feel a nice stretch in your left shoulder. Inhale, rise back up to center, and exhale, reach to the left, trying to close the base of the wrist. Inhale, return back to center, activate the core, and now slowly rise up to neutral. Carefully release the hold on the fingers, and then slowly start circling your forearms. Relaxing your forearm muscles, your shoulders. Maybe you can give yourself a little massage, a little hug. We are doing this for self-love. And then gently transition to your tabletop position. Curl the toes. And slowly start lifting the knees and reach your chest towards the thighs. And from here, start extending your legs, reaching your heels down. And now observe how your downward dog is feeling today. Maybe it's feeling a little bit more comfortable, more open in your upper body. Maybe your legs feeling a little bit more comfortable, because all our parts of the body are connected, and sometimes the tension in our back would influence how high the heels are of the mat. Breathe. You can walk your dog bending your knees one at a time. And now inhale, slowly roll your spine forward, one vertebra by vertebra at a time. And now lowering the hips down, finding your upward dog. Inhale. Activate the core. Exhale. Lift the hips back up. Downward dog. Inhale, roll forward, one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Lowering the hips down, upward dog. Activate the core. Exhale. Returning back, downward dog. Inhale, gaze to the front. Exhale, step, walk, or jump to the front of the mat. Bend the knees. Grab opposite elbows. And slowly rise up, one vertebra by vertebra at a time. When you're ready, inhale, lift your arms up and find your back bend. And observe how the back bend is feeling today. Maybe it's a little bit more comfortable than normally. Pull the navel in, lift through the heart, and focus on back bending in your middle back. Exhale, slowly start folding down from your hip creases, keeping your spine as straight as you can. If you need to, bend the knees, reach the palms to the floor, reach the nose towards the shins. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, step, walk, or jump your feet back into plank chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Inhale, gaze to the front. Exhale, step, walk, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, fall down, reach your chest towards the thighs. Inhale, rise up to standing, finding your back bend. Exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, lift the arms up, back bend. Exhale, fall down, reach the chest towards the thighs. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, step, walk, or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Press the floor away from you, lift through the kneecaps. Reach the heels down. Inhale, gaze to the front. Exhale, step, walk, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, fall down, standing forward, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, extend the arms up. Exhale, palms towards the heart center, twist to the right. Inhale. Exhale, return back to center. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, return to center. Extend the arms, inhale. Exhale, slowly extend the legs, lower the arms down. Mountain pose. Let's do it one more time, but we'll stay a little bit longer in our side twist. Inhale, bend the knees, extend the arms up. Exhale, bring the palms together towards the heart center. Inhale, turn to the right, twist to the right, hook the elbow or maybe extend the arm. Breathe for 3. 1, send your right shoulder back. 2, elongate the side of the body, sending your right hip back. 3, inhale and exhale, return to center. Inhale, exhale, turn to the left and twist. Gaze up. 3, inhale and exhale, return to center. Extend the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, fold down, reach the chest towards the thighs. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, step walk or jump back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and step it to the front of the mat. Drop your back, heel down and rise up. Warrior 1. Inhale and exhale, lower the palms towards the lower back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift to the heart, slide your palms down your back thigh. And exhale, fall down. Humble warrior, reach the chest to the floor, reach the palms to the front of the room. Press through the front foot. Inhale, rise up, find your back bend. Exhale, fall down. Press through the front foot. Inhale, rise up. Release the hold on the palms. Now find the twist. Extend your arms to the sides and turn the chest to the right. And maybe find a twisted back bend. Slide your right palm down your left thigh. Inhale, elongate the spine. Keep your front knee bent. And reach as far back as you can, gazing towards the back of the room. Keep your left leg straight and keep elongating the spine, elongating the sides of the torso. Inhale, activate the core, rise up, stay twisted to the right, and then return to neutral. Sweep your arms up, warrior 1. Exhale, frame the foot, step it back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Observe the sensations. You can move your dog from side to side, move the hips. Inhale, lift your left leg up and step it to the front of the mat. Drop your back, heel down, and rise up, warrior 1. Inhale and exhale, bring the palms towards the lower back, interlace the fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift through the heart, activate the glutes. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, fall down, reach the chest to the floor, reach the palms to the front of the room. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fall down. Inhale, press through the front foot, rise up. Extend your arms to the side, rotate the chest to the left. And then when you're ready, find your twisted back bend. Lift your right arm up and slide your left palm down your right thigh, rotating the chest to the left. Breathe. Activate the core. Slowly return back to twisted position. And then rotate to neutral. Rotate the chest to the front of the room. Inhale. Reach your palms up. Exhale. Frame your front foot. Step it back to plank. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, drop the knees down. Push the hips back, relax here. Observe the heat. When you're ready, curl the toes, lift the hips up, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and step it to the front of the mat. Drop your back heel down, rising up, warrior two. Gaze to the front. Inhale, flip your front palm up and exhale, reverse the warrior, stretch in the sides of the body. Inhale, rise back up to warrior two and bring your right palm to the inner side of the right foot and reach your left palm to the front of the room, extended side angle stretch. And now place both palms to the inner side of your right foot. Gently drop your left knee down and walk your right foot to the outer edge of the mat. Extending the arms, lifting through the heart. If you need to, you can move your body from side to side, letting go any tension in your maybe middle back, lower back, before you lower down to your lizard. Going down to your elbows, if you can, maybe one elbow on the block and then one on the floor. Maybe you can bring your forehead to the floor. Breathe. Extend your arms and press your left palm into the mat, turning the chest to the right, finding your twist here, extending your right arm up. Trying to stack your shoulders. And then we need to do our quadricep stretch for our wheel. So let's bend our left knee, reach the heel towards the glute and grab the foot and see if you can keep your foot flexed. Flex the foot and reach, help yourself to reach the heel towards the glute. Use the belt if you need to. And observe the sensation in your quadricep. Maybe gently roll from one side of the quadricep to another, making sure the weight is not on the kneecap. So if your quadricep stretch looks like this, then don't roll. Move forward if you can. If you feel that the weight is more on the top of your thigh, then you can roll. You can play with pointing the foot and stretching the quad and then flexing and seeing how it changes the stretch. Inhale and exhale, gently release. Framing your front foot, activating the core and lifting the torso up, aligning your shoulders over the hips, finding your low lunge. Sinking your hips as low as you can, stretching the front of the hip. Lift through the heart. You can bring your palms together against your heart center and find your twist one more time, hooking your elbow to the outside of the thigh. Press the palms together, twist. Feel a nice stretch coming here from the lower back and up. If you're not able to hook, as always, you can have your arms extended. Maybe you can find your bind. Use the belt under your right thigh to grab the belt with your palms. Inhale and exhale, gently release. Frame your foot and then slowly return your palm to the inner side of the foot and walk your palms as far back as you can, lowering down to your elbows, stretching again this lower right side of the torso. And return back to center, framing our foot, pushing the hips back. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, push the hips back. Now inhale, bend the knee, lift through the heart, lift the arms up and find your back bend. And exhale, frame the foot, push the hips back. Stretching your lower back, counter pose. Inhale, lift through the heart, find your back bend, you can interlace the fingers. Inhale, rise back up. Frame your foot and bring your right knee towards the left carefully and pushing the hips back, exaggerating the stretch in your lower back, rounding your back, lowering your forehead down. Observe the sensations and the differences between one side and the other. When you're ready, press the palms into the mat. Curl the toes, lift the hips up. Downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, step it to the front of the mat. Drop your back heel down and rise up, warrior two. Gaze to the front. Inhale, flip your front palm up, exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale, rise up, bring your left palm to the inner side of the left foot. Lift your right arm up and send it to the front. Stack your shoulders, press your right shoulder into the knee, knee into the shoulder. And bring both palms to the inner side of your left foot, dropping your right knee down and walk your left foot to the outer edge of the mat. Again, if you need to, you can move the hips forward and back, side to side, to let go any tension in your back. And then lower down to your lizard. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, extend your arms, press your right palm into the mat, twist to the left, stack your shoulders, extend your right arm up. And now you can add the quadricep stretch, bend your right knee and reach the palm towards the foot. Use the belt if you need to. And now start reaching the heel towards the glute, pointing and flexing if you wish. Maybe rolling from one side and then to the other. And if you need to take it a little deeper, you can lower down to your elbow. And then when you're ready, gently release. Bring your left palm to the inner side of the foot. Extend your arms if your elbow is on the mat. Activating the core. Slowly lifting the torso up, finding yourself in your low lunge, sinking the hips as low as you can, activating the core. Bring your right elbow towards the outside of your left thigh and see if you can find your twist here. Send your left shoulder back. Send your left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale and exhale, gently release. Frame the foot and push the hips back, extending your left leg. Inhale, bend the knee, lift through the heart. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, bend the knee, lift through the heart. Exhale, push the hips back. And now bend the knee, inhale, lift the arms up. As you inhale, activating the core, finding your back bend, reach the heart towards the sky, and then reaching your arms and shoulders back. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, bring the palms to the floor, push the hips back. Inhale, rise up, back bend. Exhale, frame the foot, push the hips back. Inhale, rise up, back bend. Inhale, tuck the chin back up, and exhale, frame the foot, and bring your left knee towards the right. From here, you can move the hips from side to side, loosening up your back, and then lowering down to child's pose. From here, inhale, lift the torso up, rise up to your knees. Align your hips over the knees, bring your palms towards the low back. And if you need to curl your toes, lift through the heart. Start elongating your low back, trying to get out of this compression in your low back and elongate the spine and focus on back bending here in the middle of the back. Reach the heart, the solar plexus, up, up, up towards the ceiling. And then draw your shoulders back and down. Slightly tucking the chin, creating a double chin. Activate the core. Squeezing the glutes slightly, and maybe you're bringing your palms towards the heels. Observing a nice stretch in your shoulders, in your arms, in your chest. Sending the hips forward, stretching your hip flexors, your quads. When you're ready, activate the core, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, tuck the chin. Return your palms towards the low back. Keeping your core engaged, slowly start staking your shoulders over the hips. Slightly tucking the tailbone under first, bringing your spine in neutral. And then pushing the hips back and relaxing your low back. And now let's transition into our wheel. So lower down to your backs. Walk your feet in towards the glutes. Bring your palms towards the ears, fingers are pointed towards the heels. Press the whole palm into the mat, so make sure the base of the wrist is pressed into the mat. Maybe you can use the blocks. If you're not able to bring the palm all the way down, if the shoulders are too tight, you can use the blocks. And maybe a couple of books or one book. Keeping your feet parallel to one another. Activate your inner thighs. So we want to have our knees, our thighs as parallel to one another as we can. So naturally the hips would open up, but the wider are the knees, the more pressure there is on the lower back. So we have to make sure we are activating the inner thighs to reach the inner thighs towards one another. So find your position. Activate the core. Start peeling your hips off the mat, reaching the knees forward. Bring the weight towards the feet, and then slowly start peeling your lower back, middle back of the mat, and bring the weight to the crown of the head. Realign the position of your palms if you need to. Make sure you're pressing the whole palm into the mat. Squeeze the glutes. Start lifting your hips up, 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 and start extending the arms. Gaze up between the palms. And start sending your chest forward. Feel a nice stretch in your chest and your armpits. Maybe your triceps. Rotate your biceps in towards one another. Breathe. Maybe you can walk your feet slightly in. Focus on squeezing your inner thighs together. Maybe you can peek at your heels. Walk your feet even more. Breathe. Exhale slowly. Start bending your knees. You can lift the heels. And now lower down the back of the head to the mat. Lower the shoulders down. Middle back. And then lower back. And then slowly walk the feet away from you. Relax. And let's do it one more time. So again, do your basic wheel or try the previous pose, or in this variation we will straighten one leg up towards the sky, lower, and then straighten the opposite one, and then slowly descend back down. So bring the palms next towards the ears, transition into your wheel, squeeze the glutes, squeeze your inner thighs together. Start bringing the weight back in, bring the weight into the palms, extend the arms, trying to keep your feet parallel, squeezing your inner thighs together. Bring the weight towards the left foot, squeeze, start bringing your right thigh in towards the chest, towards the belly, and extending your right leg up towards the ceiling. Push the chest forward. Inhale and exhale, lower down, and switching sides. Realign your position if you need to. Bring the weight towards the right leg, activate the core, activate the glutes. Lift your left heel up, and then squeeze your left thigh in towards the chest, and then extend. Inhale, and exhale, slowly return. And then carefully start bending the elbows, lowering the back of your head, neck, shoulders, and then roll your spine down. One vertebra by vertebra at a time, relaxing your shoulders. From here, squeeze the knees in, extend the legs, and if you're really tired and you're ready to finish, you can just stay here with your legs lifted up, maybe against the wall. Or we want to do a counter pose to stretch our back, send the legs up into shoulder stand, and then into halasana. So if you're with me, press the palms into the mat, activate the core, rise up to shoulder stand, and then slowly lower the legs down. Relaxing here. Maybe uncurling the toes. And then when you're ready, press the palms into the mat and exhale. Slowly start walking your feet in towards the head, reaching your thighs towards the belly. And exhale. Lowering down. Squeeze your right knee in towards the chest and send the knee all the way to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale, return back up. Exhale, extend your right knee, bend your left knee, and send it all the way to the right side. Extend your left arm, gaze towards the arm. And then slowly returning to neutral. Keeping your feet mat width apart and bringing your knees inward. Letting go any tension in your hips. In your lower back, you can have your arms bent 90 degrees, melting the middle of your back into the mat. And from here, walking your feet away, extending your legs. Relaxing your jaw, your face muscles. Making sure your toes, your legs, your arms. Your hips, your back, your chest, your skull are completely relaxed. Your heart is at peace. There's stillness in your mind. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you wish. If you're ready to finish the practice, you can move your toes, your fingers. Bring your knees in towards the chest. And slowly roll into your right side for your fetal position. And then gently build your way up to a comfortable seated position. Taking a moment to observe how you feel after the class. Inhale, lift your arms up, and now cross your arms and give yourself a big, 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 big hug. giving yourself the thoughts of self-love, self-acceptance. Thank you guys for joining me for this practice. I really hope you feel more open in your body, more open in your heart, more open in your mind, that your heart is filled a little more self-love, because self-love is #1 love that we should think of, because if there is no self-love, there is no love to ourselves the way we are, any other kind of love will not work. So I hope you enjoyed this sequence. It was on the long side, but we had to really prepare the body to feel very comfortable in our wheel. As for me, I felt really comfortable in my upper body. It didn't have any tension. I didn't feel like I want to get out right away. So I hope you feel the same. Leave me comments below. Until we practice again, namaste.